Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Winnie Widianti Rifai, and I am from Galuh University. Today, I would like to present my proposal research about an analysis of modality in the text of Donald Trump's inaugural speech. There are the table of content. The first is introduction. The second is review of the literature. The third is methodology. Firstly, I want to talk about background of the study. In our life, communication is necessary in order to fulfill our needs. Communication takes place by means of a tool that we commonly refer to as language. Communication using language is carried out by two or more people having various purposes such as expressing ideas, feelings, and thought, making a proposition over a case, proposing something, for example, asking for help, asking for information, asking for permission, persuading people to do a certain thing, and so on. Uh, According to Thompson, 2000, page 9 argues that we use language to interact with people to some purposes. We may want to influence their attitude or behavior, or to provide information that they do not know, or to explain our own attitude or behavior, or to get them to take some action. And in this study, the writer will analyze the use of modality types in text Donald Trump inaugural speech. Okay, let's move to the research question. The first research question is what types of modality are used on the text of Donald Trump inaugural speech? And the second, what interpersonal meaning is revealed through the use of modality on the text of Donald Trump inaugural speech? And then the purposes of the study are to investigate the types of modality on the text of Donald Trump inaugural speech and to figure out the interpersonal meaning which is revealed on the text through the use of modality. Next point is review of the literature. In this part, the writer will explain theories from various experts related to the research. Those relevant theories cover the definition of systematic functional grammar, metafunction, interpersonal meaning, modality system, and speech. The first is systemic functional grammar. SFG attempts to explain and describe the organization of the meaning-making resources. When people speak or write, they procedure text. The term text refers to any instance of language in any medium that make sense to someone who knows the language. The term of systematic functional grammar is firstly introduced by M. A. Key Halliday in 1994. He assumed that there can be no such thing as a complete account of the grammar of language because language is inexhaustible. Next is metafunction. The idea of metafunction is emerged to the development of functional grammar. According to Martin and Ross, 2007, page 4, right, there are exactly three general functions of language in social context. There are to enact our relationship, to represent our experience, and to organize discourse as meaningful text. Those three general functions are called metafunction. They include ideational, interpersonal, and textual metafunction. And next, interpersonal meaning. According to Halliday and Matheson, 2004, page 30, assume that interpersonal metafunction is to suggest that it is both interactive and personal. Interpersonal metafunction is another mode in describe of meaning which is related to the construction of text. In other sense, interpersonal metafunction regarded as an enabling or facilitating function, seed constructing experience and enacting interpersonal relationship. And then uh, modality system. According to Martin and Ross 2007, modality is a complex area of an English grammar which investigates how to convey the message of the text and how humans express their attitudes and judgment through different ways. And then speech, uh, and according to MH 2012, assume that speech is a verbal description of the delivery of the thing matter to express information clearly in the presence of a mass or a lot of people at any given time. It can be argued that speech is the gift of oral communication to the listener. And research methodology, instrument for collecting data are research design, research procedure, data collecting technique, and data analysis technique. The first is research design. In research design, the writer used descriptive qualitative design, naturalistic qualitative research design, and discourse analysis design. And the research procedure, firstly, the choice of the speech tag. Secondly, after the data had been collected, the writer categorized the types of modality into two types. And the tag procedure and the last procedure is drawing the conclusion. And the data collection technique, in collecting the data, text analysis will use discourse analysis framework involvement. And data analysis technique is description, categorize the types of modality, and explanation. Okay, well, that's bring me on the end of my presentation. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.